Why call your book A Soldier's General? What is the what's your thought behind A Soldier's General?
Yeah, actually, one has to give it a great thought when you're writing a book and what name you would give it. In my case, since it's a story of a third generation soldier, and I would say I dedicate it to the Great Indian Army, which is also my family, and also to my family. My family, as I can remember, is my grandfather who was a soldier. So if his grandson has become an army chief, so it's a soldier's general, right? And also, I always at the bottom of my heart cared for my men. And I tried my best to do whatever good I could do for the soldiers. So I thought it would be a good idea to call my book A Soldier General. But most importantly, it could be considered presumptuous on my part to say I'm a soldier general. No, I value a photograph, a collage of my pictures taken by Northern Army commanders team and presented to me, and that collage was titled A Soldier's General Leading from the Front. When I got that present, I said that's it, that's my title of the book. And to make it short, I just kept the first part of it, A Soldier's General. It came to me and I value it more than many medals and awards that I have received, being called a Soldier's General.
So what's the central message of your book?
Central message is to tell the people of my country and to tell the world that the Indian Army is a great institution. It has got strong fundamentals. It believes in the three pillars. One is professionalism, second is secularism, and third is an apolitical approach. So with these three pillars, we have weathered many storms, and Indian Army is a great organization which has faced many a battle and has come out successful.
When push comes to shove in your career, when you are faced with extremely difficult choices, such as I'm sure you had when you were leading the Kargil War,
yep,
and other very difficult situations, what do you fall back on? Where do you go to source your strength and your choices from?
I think firstly, because our army trains us so well, all of us who reach higher ranks only reach because of merit and professionalism, and therefore the grounding I got as a battalion commander, before that a company commander, and then subsequently a brigade commander in Kashmir, a division commander. All these promotions which I got and the appointments I held were full of action, full of events. So that made me stronger. The rougher experience you get, the tougher exposures you get, the better soldier you become. So I've had more than my share of field area postings, which made me tougher and a better soldier, more experienced. And naturally, for a country like ours, which has unresolved borders with China and Pakistan, we need officers to go up who have seen the problem areas on the ground, who have walked it physically. So I was very fortunate that I was able to have done that. So I contributed in my own way to the betterment of our thinking, our strategies, and I had I would say, a successful tenure by all standards as Army Chief.
Well, I would say so. You've been extremely highly decorated. But if you had to pick one achievement from your career that you would be, you're proud of beyond any measure, what would that be?
I think awards are recognition of your leadership, your courage, your determination, and your qualities of leadership and your character. But more than that is the love and affection and abiding respect that I got from officers and men who served with me. That is the biggest achievement. That's the best reward which I think I had. I was fortunate. So that's the end of my book. It ends with this acknowledgement to an everlasting salute to my soldiers who have been my strength.
And you're 67 now.
Yep.
I have two questions for you about that.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is, what next for the General?
Smita, I think I always took one step at a time, and I left it to destiny to decide for me what I will be doing next. I've never given it a thought, and I think I want, with my wife, to work for the well-being of the people of our country in whichever capacity I can do, and repay to society. We've got so much from life. God has been kind. We brought up 2 children. We fostered them. Both are now getting settled. One is going to be an officer another year from the Indian Military Academy, and one is going to appear for the NDA exam in August. I wish both of them success. One is James Kalengto from Nagaland, where I started my army career. The other is from Kashmir, Kuljit Kumar. So with these 2 boys having stood on their ground, on their feet, on the ground, and making a life of theirs from nothing. Their backgrounds were, one was an orphan from an orphanage, the other is from a very poor family. So both have now become responsible young men. So we look forward to looking after some more needy and destitute children to educate and bring up.
I said I had 2 questions about you, the fact that you're 67. When I walked into the room earlier today, I was looking for the general, and I saw that you were surrounded by people, and yet I was expecting somebody looking a lot older. What's your secret? You really clearly don't look 67. What's your secret?
I think kind of you to say what you've said, but basically something is given by God to you. I think I have a spirit which never says die, and that spirit keeps me smiling, cheerful and positive. And rest, I say, if you are happy and you create a happy environment around you, and also if you serve too much in the mountains and Himalayas closer to the abode of the gods. Himalaya is Deva Bhumi, according to me. I spent maybe 15 years in Deva Bhumi, and where you had a lot of oxygen to breathe and beautiful, unpolluted environment. Maybe that helped me. So maybe I cannot describe it to you, but it's within me, and also the environment in which I lived. Also the genes. One can't say anything about it, but I'm grateful to God. I pray that, and I thank Him for all His blessings. And I wish everybody well, and particularly your viewers, I wish them all the best in life. May they also be smiling all the time and have positive vibrations going out from them. Thank you, Smita.
His Excellency General J.J. Singh, how is the evening going for you?
As a writer, as an author, I think it's one of the finest days of my life, and I'm overwhelmed simply with the response which I've got from the people who have gathered here this evening.